Hey everyone, it's Elaine with Sweet Stampin'. Thank you for joining me this Tuesday, February 18th, and happy Chinese New Year. I'm wearing my Chinese jacket. I think it's called a chi pao. And so still kind of it goes for a week. Ooh, I look like Maleficent or something. Okay, anyway, happy Chinese New Year. We're going to be celebrating all week, so it'll be fun. And then my son will come the following weekend and we'll celebrate with him because he wants to celebrate together, so it'll be fun. So yeah, it's almost March. It's halfway through February, more than halfway through, and we have a lot of things going on. And hi, Smiley J53, snowing in Minnesota. It's snowing here too in Utah. It's super fun. I had to go outside and take some pictures. I was out running some errands and the snow was coming down and I was just like, this is so pretty. It's like a winter wonderland. It's really fun. Hi, Carrie. Thank you guys for stopping by. Okay. So many things going on. So if you have bonus days coupons, don't forget to use those. And this is the perfect time because today is free shipping. Today, tomorrow, Friday. Free shipping on orders over $75 after all discounts have been taken. So if you use your bonus day coupon or your Stampin' Rewards, it has to be $75 after you use those. So you can place a $100 order, use your bonus days coupons and your Stampin' Rewards, and then have it at 75 and get free shipping. So really great time to place an order during free shipping. I never know when they're coming. They always kind of surprise us, but really fun because there's a couple things that I want to, there's more than a couple things that I want to get. Hi, Jan, and let's see, where should I start? Let's start with the little review of last week. Last week I did the pop-up puddles and we made a couple of cards. So we have this one right here, and there's our flower there. You can write something there or stamp something there. Could be, well, it's a thanks card, I guess. All the cards I'm making lately are thank you cards because I need a lot of thank you cards. So super cute. It's really, really fun. And then we did another card that goes this way. So there's our flowers. I finished it, our 3 tulips. And then just kind of did a similar thing on the front. But I was going to stamp something and I kind of went back and forth and I decided not to. But I used some of that stamp, some of the splatters and the flowers and some of the texture from the other, I'm forgetting the name of the other stamp. Thanks, Mercy. Hi, Pam and Carrie. Joan, I have a name for Smiley J73 is Joan. So anyway, so those are the cards we made. And so we are going to raffle off this cool card right here. Okay, super cool. So if you comment, you will have an opportunity to be in this fantastical, magical, amazing wheel of names. Woo! All right, let's spin it. Whoops, no copying, no highlighting, just spin. There we go. Okay, we're spinning. We're spinning. We're spinning. Oh, Karen. It's so fun when you guys are here and you win something. I think that's super fun. Okay, so I'm writing down Karen and I'm putting it right here, and we're gonna tuck it right over here, and I will be mailing that off to you. And I think it's thin enough. What do you think? There's just that little pop-up in the middle. It should be fine, just fine. Okay, so I got that done. So now we can move on to the lovely and beautiful suite, not to be confused with the lovely, oh shoot, now I forgot the name of it. Lovely, I know it's the Lovely Arrangements bundle, but the one that I did a couple weeks ago. And it'll come to me later, of course. Okay, I'm trying to get back. Okay, there we go. Okay, But this one is the Lovely and Beautiful suite. So let's take a look at it. Okay, so we have, so I call it a mega suite because there's 2 stamp sets and 2 dies. So we've got Beautifully Celebrated and Simply Beautiful. And so all these nice little leaves and flowers and little tiny flowers there, like a bunch of flowers. That's so cute. And so it looks like it's kind of geared towards, this one is like wedding, but I am turning them all into thank you cards. So thank you guys. Yeah, and I got more lights. I wired them myself. So let's look up a little bit so we can see my beautiful, oop, there's my camera. My thumb's in the way. Move, thumb. Oh, there. You can kind of see the light. See? Yay! So I put in some more lights. Oh, now I gotta straighten this out again. Sorry. That is not straight. Okay, anyway. Yeah, you probably didn't even see it because I forgot I'm on the other view. I'll show you later, but I have more light and it's so nice to have more light. Okay, now the dies that go with it. So this is Simply Beautiful. So you have dies to cut out all the images, plus you have all of these fun dies for flowers. So I've cut out a lot of flowers, and I've stamped and cut out a lot of leafy things, and some of these other leafy things. So I have a lot cut out from this. And then this is not part of the suite, but it is really cool. It's called the Lazy Daisy embossing folder, and it is super nice. I'll show you the cards. I'll show you the cards in a minute. In a minute. You have to wait. Okay. And now this one, of course, I left over at my cutting area because I was cutting with it, and I was going to cut some more. But this is now my favorite dies because of these. Because you guys know I love shape dies, and this is what kind of we're going to focus on, is creating floating cards and window cards, and you can do peekaboo cards with these dies because they're so stinking cool. I love them. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that right? 6 of them, and so all different sizes. And so let me pull, like, really nice. I cut out a lot. I cut out a few, but I'm going to be using this suite for my swaps at the upcoming Stampin' Up! On Stage event. And also, what else was I going to use them for? Anyway, I plan on really using this suite a lot, and it's mainly because of the dies and its flowers. So dies and flowers, you had me at dies. And this die is really cute too. I wanted to cut some more of that, but maybe I'll try some of that later. And then we have this white with gold ribbon. Really pretty, blingy. Yeah, we call it, it's gold and white ribbon is what it says. So really pretty ribbon. And then these are the faceted circles. I thought I had one open. What did I do with the open one? Oh well. I like to, if you guys are not familiar with how I do my embellishments, I like to open them up, and then I like to actually cut the top off so I can see all the embellishments. So usually I cut that on the thing so it's straight. And then I just insert it in the side so that I'm not constantly having to open and close the adhesive part. And then I got these little pockets from one of my favorite stores called Daiso. Some of you might have heard me talk about it, and they fit these perfectly. So I have several sizes of this size, and then this size for the larger embellishments, and then the other day, I discovered this size. Ta-da! And this size, I want to say it's A5, but I'm not sure, is perfect for all of these ephemera thingies. So this is part of the suite, this beautifully adorned ephemera. And so I don't want them like flapping and falling out and all of that. So this way I can put them in the pocket. I could even make a label for it, and then it's all protected. I love it. Hey, Gwen from Hawaii. I bet it's not snowing there, but it is here. So these are all the elements that I took out. So we're gonna use some of these too. And I've got everything ready for some crafting fun. So I've got more of these over here, but I want them all in the same bin. And look at this cute little thing. I wonder if that has a name. They kind of look like brackets, but they're cuter. Anybody know the name? So I've colored some of these already, and then some of them I just stamped right on the same color, tone on tone. And then, oh, there's more of these in here. I don't know why I put them in here instead of in there. I think it's because I didn't want to get them mixed up, but it's okay if I get them mixed up. And there's these cute little corners. Those are so cute. So I have stamped and cut the large flowers, and I've got the little flowers. And then I've also got the little flowers from the other dies, and then a whole bunch of the big flowers, big flowers. So let's put together some of these. I love the fresh freesia, so I'm gonna start with the fresh freesia. And I want to say this one goes on the bottom because the middle is larger, and so I'll put this on the top like that. It kind of matches, kind of. Okay, and we'll let that dry. And now let's do a petal pink one. Oh, they kind of get caught in each other a little bit. So let's just go ahead and put some of these together. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of glue in the middle, and then it's like you have to find, I think it's, which way did I do it? I got it, oh, there we go. Got it right on the other one the first time. Okay, so it's kind of like this short one right here. You put the two wings coming down next to the short one. And then you've got all of these amazing, lovely flowers. So I also did Calypso Coral and Peach Pie. So let's see. These are the two, I feel like these are the bottom ones. So we'll have our flowers all ready. We'll just let them dry a little bit. But these are all gonna be on a card, some kind of card. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, let me move some of these up. There we go. It's this one. Whoops, wrong side. Flip. It's this one. And then we're gonna go here. Okay. Yes, everybody, we need to take a field trip to Daiso so I can show you all the fun, amazing things I get at Daiso, like these little trays that hold these pieces I get at Daiso. And then these are my little trash cans, Daiso. And then I get some of these longer ones, and these are for like my scrap white pieces. Whoops, those aren't scraps. And then I have the bigger ones, and those hold obviously bigger things. And there's those squares. Those squares are cool. And then I also have this size, and that holds like cards and pieces really well. and it also holds embellishments really nicely. So these are all the retiring embellishments, the butterflies, the holographic, Cajun, streak dots, shimmer star foams, and the low profile sparkle dots, which is sad to me. But the Darling Duckling color is one of the colors in this, so I might use some of those. And then they have an even larger one. Oh my goodness, this one's a little heavy. Hi, Connie. This one right here. And this one holds all the current embellishments, and of course all of these are from Daiso. And this one it doesn't quite fit that way, and it doesn't fit this way, but it fits this way, so I just have this right here for now. Oh my goodness, that one's kind of heavy. And then they have these really, oh, I'm spilling stuff. They have these really thin ones that are perfect for just holding your dimensionals. And they're also good for holding tampons. I didn't tell you that. Okay, and then these ones are obviously great for pens, pencils, and I use them for blending brushes. We're gonna use the blending brushes. So those are all my Daiso storage things for now. So we're gonna push all of these flowers out of the way, and we're just gonna show you the first card with this embossing folder. So this embossing folder is so cool. Look at that. Oh, I love it. It is so pretty. So pretty. So this is our first window card, and I went fancy on this one because yeah, it opens up. It's a 5-panel or 4-panel, I don't know, 5-panel window card. And I used the second largest die because the largest die is too large. And I used a 12 by 12 sheet. So I cut the first piece and then I added on another full card to get this length right here. So this is all at 4. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So this is 20 inches long. So it's pretty long. But we're gonna add to this a little bit because I wanted to show you kind of a floating panel idea using vellum and adding a couple more flowers in there. So I'm just gonna cut this to like 5-ish. I'm only gonna do, let's see, this is currently, we're just gonna cut like maybe 2 inches off. And then I'm going to put this, I think I'm gonna put it here. Yeah, so it's gonna go right here on this one. And I'm going to, oh, I forgot it's only 4 inches wide. So I need to trim this down to 4 inches. It is 4 inches. Why is it not fit? Let's do 4, let's do 3 3/4. That'll fit better. Okay, and then since this is vellum and you have the adhesive, you don't want to see the adhesive. So what we can do is we can get another piece of this old olive and put it on top, which is what I'm gonna do later, and cut the middle out so then you won't see any of this vellum on the back. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stick it on though for now. So let's put some all around this window here. Yes, this is fancy, fancy. Do you guys give away the fancy cards that you make? I have a hard time giving them away, unless of course I make 2. Okay, so I'm so happy we have vellum again. Yay! Okay, so we're gonna put another piece on top and it'll hide the vellum and all of that adhesive, and it will look nice. So, but I want to add, whoops, I want to add some like floating flowers on here. So should we do some of these? I feel like I kind of want to do some of these because they're different. So let's put some of these together. Oh, they go together kind of similarly. So we're just gonna put some adhesive on this one and then just put this right on top here. I'll let that dry. There we go. And this is peach pie. These colors together are just so pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, so we got those. And then I'm not gonna do fresh freesia, but let's do that. And then I did cut out some leaves, and I think I'm gonna use these. I didn't realize, have you ever had this happen? I didn't realize that I forgot to poke out the paper in the die before I ran it through again with another sheet. And so the other sheet came out like this. So it didn't have, so normally it looks like this. It has that middle piece cut out. And so yeah, it looks like that. So, but I think it's kind of cool because it's kind of like the little part in the middle is embossed. And I think that looks nice. So that's a little oopsie doopsie trick that you can do if you don't want it to cut out and you just want it to look embossed. Just run it through. You could probably just run it through with 2 sheets of cardstock, and then it would do the embossed instead of cutting it out. So I think it looks cool, and even it might even be cool on these flowers too. Might try it on the flowers. Okay, so let's start with oh no, I might have to use glue dots just because they're gonna hold faster. So let's get some glue dots. I'm not gonna use fresh freesia on this one. So yeah, you can use liquid glue, but glue dots are faster. Cha-ching. Okay, and then on here. So let's see if we're gonna do petal pink, kind of another one down here, and then some leaves. And then I think actually I'm gonna open this up maybe and do the leaves. Let's see. What do you think? Let's look here. Yeah, but I don't think the petal pink. I think the peach pie. That's what I think. Stay together. Peach pie, yes, I like the peach pie. Okay, we're gonna do the peach pie. Hopefully that stays together. So I'm gonna put it on with glue dots. You'll see the glue dot on the other side of the vellum, or if you wanted to, you could add a flower to the other side. That would be super fancy. And then you wouldn't see any of the glue dot on the other side. So you can kind of do mirrored image on the other side. Okay, so let's see. Let's go ahead and add it there. And then up here. Yay! So that's how you kind of get your floating flower look. And of course, we need to bedazzle this. And I'm gonna use the Calypso Coral because that's the, ooh, that's so pretty. I'm wondering if I should put it on all the other ones too, but I don't think I shall, because then I'll never be able to mail this. Oh boy. Okay. So that's floating, and then I'm gonna add a frame on the back so that you don't see that. I mean, it is the back, so it's not like, you know, oh no. And then you could have a sentiment here is what I would do, but super, super fun. And then I was thinking maybe I should add a bow. I always add too much and then I don't have, is that too much if I add the bow there? That looks like too much. Yeah. No. Okay, we'll fit the bow elsewhere. But super fun to do these window panel cards and not difficult at all. So again, I started with a larger die, and then these are the smaller die, and then this is the next smallest die, so that when you close it, you have this 1, 2, 3 layered look. So I'll probably add a thank you to it. Okay, so that's our first card, and then this card is kind of a sneaky peeky. So I'll just show it to you. This is the card we're making tonight at my demonstrator meeting, and I used the embossing folder. It's simple. I didn't add the sentiment yet, but it's an easel card. So I put a piece of white in there, so if you want, you can write a message, and then stuck that on a dimensional so that it will stand and look pretty. And then you could write, you know, your little message there, and they could just look at it and admire it. And it's so pretty. So pretty. These colors are so pretty. And that embossing folder, look at that. What do you guys think? I didn't even notice it at first. And then I was like, wait a second, I don't have that embossing folder, and I must have all embossing folders, so I must order it. So I did order it. So let's put just these last flowers together, and then, oh, come on. You could totally do like, use the pop-up petals with this and do the pop-up with this. That would be cool. I might do that. And you open it and these pretty flowers pop up. Okay, we'll do that one later. And can you believe it? I'm getting low on these glue dots. I love glue dots. They are awesome. Okay, so we've got some little flowers, so pretty, and we've got some big flowers, so we're ready to do a card, and we've got like almost too much going on. Okay, so the first card I wanted to do, I actually took the vellum and I cut it out in the shape, and then I used the Lazy Daisy embossing folder, and look at how cool that looks. It looks so cool. And as you notice, some of the middles popped out, which I think actually looks really cool. So I could do it with less pressure, but I just think it looks cool without the, like it's meant to be that way. So we'll just pop some of these out to make it look like, oh, the middles were meant to come out. So isn't that cool? I think it's so cool. Okay, and then I have pretty paper. Where's my pretty paper? I cut out like so many of these. Okay, is this the one I wanted to use? I don't think so. I think it was the other side. Look at how pretty these are. So I cut out of the DSP all of these pieces. These are going to make amazing cards. My swap cards are not all going to be the same. They're going to be a little bit random. So if you're going to onstage, you might get a random one. I'm trying to find, where is it? Because I cut one out especially that I wanted to use. And I did both sides. And then this is is this the largest one? I think it is. Let's see. Yeah, it is. I might just do a solid color. I can do a solid color. Yeah, we'll just do a solid color. We'll pick one of the solid colors. And then I kept all of these because obviously these can be window cards. You could use them for shaker cards. There's so many things that you could use these frames for, so don't throw away your frames. Come on. So those I'm gonna use. What color do I want behind here? Well, let's see what paper we're gonna put behind. So I've got all of the different pieces of DSP here. Yeah. So this pretty DSP, and then this one with the gold. That one's cool. And then that one's cool. And I like that one. I think that one's cool. You just don't see a lot. I feel like a lot of it gets covered up and it's so pretty. I don't know, that's a maybe. This one I don't want to cover up. This one, a little bit long. Nah, I can't even see. Okay, aha. This is what I'm looking for. I like this, okay? So, it's the peachy pie. Look how cute. I like it. Or we could do, underneath it, we could do, where's the large one of this? I think the large one would look cool. You can't really see the petal pink. Well, this is the flower one. I think that looks nice, but I want the other one. Which one did I want again? I've already forgotten. Okay, so I think we might go with that because I've already forgotten. I think I have all the other stuff here. Okay, anyway, okay. So now, actually, no, that is incorrect for this card. Sorry. Okay, because I've already got the thing ready. And so we need to use, not this one, not that one. I guess it's this one. Doo-doo-doo. And then I think I'm going to, let's separate these frames, and then paper. But I know I have one that's like that. I have so many things here. Sorry. Ooh, that's pretty. So much pretty paper. I can't make up my mind. So many pretty things. Okay. So my plan was, let's do, did I do a large purple one? I don't think I did, but I think it's okay. No, I'm not liking purple. Sorry, I'm picky. Yeah, I'm liking that. What do you guys think? I think that looks better. Yeah, that. I thought I had one of these cut out big, the big one cut out, but I don't know where it went. Not this one, because this is cut that way. So, anywho, okay, we're going with this. And then, no, I'm gonna leave that card there. And let's do this. This is kind of fun because you can see the embossing through the flower. So that's cool. And then we have like a whole bunch of different pieces that we can kind of, and like leaves that we can have come out of here. So we can do like that, or we could do some of these solid pieces here. So there's these, and then I've got some of these. Okay, I feel like the scale of these is too small. We need, for the larger flower, you need the big leaves. Oy. And we have all these gold leaves too. Can't forget about this. Ooh, and you could like use these corners here. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Okay, use the corners. Corners, corners, corners. Oh, there's another one. And then we also have gold leaves. Like, take advantage of the gold. Like, do like some of these together. Ooh, that looks cool. Okay, so we'll do some of those together. And what else have we got here? And we can even stamp our sentiment on vellum. I don't know if I want to do vellum on vellum though. But this one's pretty. Like that. So lots of choices here. We're coming out like that. Okay, so we might use that. Okay, so now to stick this down, since it's vellum again, and the regular adhesives you usually see, but actually we're gonna put the flat, so I'm just gonna tack this middle part down, and then I'm gonna use like some glue dots just around the edges, like the bottom and side, bottom, top and sides. And then you could disguise it like under the flowers, or just, I think you won't even notice it if you just put it down wherever you want to. And then, oh, that flower is perfectly placed. I can hide the glue dot under that flower. And then a glue dot over here. Okay, let's see how this, ooh, sticks. Sticks to me great. Okay, that looks so, so cool. So, so cool. Okay, so now I gotta decide, do I wanna do a peach pie card base or, yeah, I think so. Or a white card base, white. Let's see what white looks like. No, it looks good. It looks good. But now I want to see what a Calypso coral card base looks like. Especially since we're doing a Calypso coral flower. I think I like the Calypso coral. What do you guys think? Is it too much? Calypso coral. It's the Calypso coral or the white, I think. The white looks nice. It's soft. I'm just gonna go with Calypso coral. We have this pretty petal pink with flower pattern. Totally want to use that side, but it's hard to use that side when the gold is on this side. Okay, make sure I'm not adhering it upside down, and I'm actually not going to do dimensionals. I normally would, but I just feel like this is going to have, with the flowers, and I'm going to put embellishments on the flowers, that it's going to be too thick. So I'm just gonna stick it down. And then this can go on with the glue dot. I'm not gonna pop this up either. I know it's kind of shocking. And we're gonna put it over here to the left, so we have room to do, oh gosh, it's hard to pick up. So we can do a sentiment, and then we could even do like a couple of, we could do a peach. Yeah, what do you think? I like having two flowers. And then this one could have, you know, these leaves. Yes, I like it, but not this leaf. Okay, so another glue dot. Yeah, so you just want to be aware of how thick you're making the card, and if you want to add rhinestones and embellishments, I suggest not doing too many dimensionals, because it just, let's see, no, not on this one. Okay, so are we gonna do this like humongous flower? And then this is the one. I can put it down here. Yes, I like that. And then this one, right there. I wish this flower went up. Where's the other flower? Maybe that, or not flower, leaf. Okay, so this leaf kind of goes up. So we could do that one. Or, let me check these out. See, this one I didn't poke out either. But I think I will, if I put it on here, I think I will. Okay, what else? Oh, I forgot. I cut out the middles. So these are, so this is the middle for this one. So let's glue dot that. And then we can bubbling it. And then these are for the smaller flowers. So pretty. Yes, and we could add some of that in there too. Oh my gosh, so many fun things. Okay, so now I gotta decide if I want to do that big one. I feel like it's too big. And I feel like I want to do this with some gold together, like I did before. I like that. Just have to figure out where to put it so it doesn't come off the card. Okay. I'm gonna trim it a little bit so you can't see the leaves behind there though. And so I can tuck them in. So again, glue dots. Glue dots are just so easy. They make it easy. And you just stick it right on there. And then now we can put it in a place where it's not going to be off the card. Whoops. And then this one. The gold ephemera is so fun. I want it to go this way. Yes. Ooh. Pretty. I like it. Okay, so now let's decide if we're doing this one down here. Kind of feel like maybe it should be over there. I feel like that's a good spot. Trim that. Get a glue dot. Oh, this is so pretty. This is such a fun suite to play with because there's so many fun things. Okay, and let's do the corners too. These fun little corners. Come on, corner. Ugh, I cut my nails, so I can't pick anything up anymore. I'm gonna need the take your pick tool. Seriously. Okay, come here. We're just gonna pull you off the table. There we go. Okay, and then we can put these. We don't have to do all 4 corners. We could just do 2 corners. Oy. Okay. We'll see what it looks like with just 2. So we'll put the other corner down here. And I think I just want to add all 4. I just want to try it out. How many glue dots do I have left? 1. I have 1 glue dot left. 1. Yeah, so these are kind of fancy. Okay, more glue dots. Come on. So our house back in San Jose went on the market this past week, and the realtor said we had some good open houses this weekend. So people came to see my house on Valentine's Day. So hopefully we're accepting offers tomorrow. So hopefully we'll have some good offers. Okay, so that we need something over here. Was I gonna do that? I think I was gonna do this, but I think I want something a little bit more solid. Oh, that looks nice. I like that one. Okay. That looks weird now. It looks too long. So I'm gonna have to take it off and push it in there just a little bit more. Like that. That looks better. Thank you, Tiffany. Okay, what else? We can add like some of this over here because we're going fancy. And this one's harder to do a glue dot on. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some of the liquid glue. I'm just putting a little bit like on the bottom. Okay, because I feel like I want some over here. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And then some of this gold we can do over here. I like that. This is getting really fancy. That's really fun. Okay, so I did that. We can even add that too. I feel like that looks nice. I like layering. Layering is fun. Get all these different types of looks. I don't think I put that quite where I wanted it. Well, that's where it's going to be for now. Let's see. Yeah, it's getting there. So since I did that one, let's do this one. If I can pick it up. Over here. That looks way too big. I feel like that should be there then. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like that one should be there if I'm going to do that. Or I should do this one here. Yes. Okay, let's kind of separate these two a little bit. And then trim this off just a wee bit. And then we can put this on over here, kind of in between these guys. Just adds some more, and then I have more of these little guys. So we can add some here, and we can add some. I feel like this side is like, it's too much, Elaine. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh, and we have those other pieces too. Okay, we'll do that on the other card. Okay. Oh, fell down. So this one I think I want to go, whoops, over here. And then I want to do one more. I should have put this one on top, I think. That looks good on top. Might add that one on top too. That one I'll do with the glue dot because I can get it. That looks nice. Oh my goodness. Okay. Super fancy. Fancy Nancy. Oh, with all those glue dots there. Hopefully that won't be a problem. Did I put glue on this? I thought I did. Well, that obviously didn't work. So I'm just going to take that off and I'm just going to use a glue dot. And it will be fine because it'll stick to, oh dear. It'll stick to everything. Just don't want it to stick to me. Stop sticking to me. There we go. Tilt it this way a little bit. Okay, there we go. And then this one is secure-ish, kind of, maybe. Oh, I don't even want to put a sentiment on it. Stick one under there. Nah, I'm not even going to put a sentiment on it. I could. Okay, I cut out a whole bunch of these. So you could do, you know, a sentiment like that, or you could tuck it, trim it like that. That's what I would do. I would trim it and then do thank you. This is thinking of you. Thinking of. Yeah. I just can't get over this one. Okay, so I do want to add embellishments. So let's see. Let's do Calypso Coral. Again, kind of weird. Maybe just one. Or I feel like I need to do smaller ones on each side. That's very fancy. And then this one, I'm just gonna do one white one. Yeah. Pretty. Pretty, 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 pretty. So much fun. Okay, so many more cards. Okay, so next we're gonna do purple. Fresh Freesia, Fresh Freesia. Okay, put this over here, and then I gotta find the Fresh Freesia. Oh, I only have a part of it. Okay, well, we can deal with that. It's okay. We can like use some of this gold. Oh, or some of that. Or some of that. Yeah. Yeah. We can be selective about it too. Could use some of this piece right here. Or center it. Okay. I'm still trying to figure. Oh. I really wish I had the right size. Why don't I have the right size? Should we do gold? I don't know. I really want to use that paper. Let's look at this one. It's okay. I don't know. I'm not really that enthused with that paper. Unless maybe go like that, and then that's kind of cute. It's not long enough, but okay. Because I have this that I've colored. I want it to like pop off the thing. No, I can't do that. I have to do like old olive or something. And then I've colored those. And go on the other side. I'm not sure if I like that or if I like that. I kind of like that. So I'm gonna have to cut another piece of that, I think. And then I'm just gonna do just a really nice, where'd my other leaf go? There it is. Just a nice, easy breezy card with this one. So I'll cut it and then we'll add some kind of sentiment. So just wanted to do a simple Fresh Freesia one. And then this one, I love the colors. Love, love, love the colors. Oh, did I just have a, did I use it? I used it, okay. But I really wanna go this way. So I'm gonna have to go cut another one. Actually, no, let's do a different color. Let's do the peach. I lost one. Nope. Let's try the olive. Yes, I like the olive. That's nice. I think it's a good contrast. So let's cut this at 5 1/4. Get this out so I can be precise here. So 5 1/4. And then we've got that little piece there. And then this is of course cut out of vellum. And vellum is so fun to use when you're creating like window or panel cards, whatever kind of cards. So here's our piece here. I'm gonna trim the bottom a little bit. And this time I can just put it like right in the middle because the flower is gonna hide the adhesive. So yeah, you can see the adhesive. Yes. And then we're gonna do all these. Yes. And then dimensionals. So let's get dimensionals. I'm finally gonna use some dimensionals. So let's just do 2 here in the middle. And we're gonna put the flower, I keep doing it off to the left, but it's fine. And then I don't think I'm gonna pop those guys up, but I am gonna pop the flowers up. So let's go ahead and get those situated. So I'm thinking, right there. And petal pink can be like over here too. Over here too? No. Down here? No. Over here? No. Okay, we'll make it work up here. Yeah. Okay, and so now these, I'm gonna use glue dots. And I feel like I kind of, okay, change my mind here. I'm just gonna take that off and I'm gonna put the leaves in first and then I will add in the flowers, I think. Or I might not even do the flowers, we'll see. But this is an easy way to get color. Oh, I have to tuck that way in there. Kind of bummer. Let's see. Let's get some of these out. Okay, and now I'm just gonna stick it right there, and that looks good. I'm just feeling like this is not going, so I won't force it. I just feel like, I don't know, I just feel like that's good. Right there. And then, so this is kind of a simple one, but I like it. Whoa, that was amazing. So we'll put one there, over a tiny bit, and then one here. And this will just be a simple one. Oh, thank you. Yeah. So that's with blends. The coloring on the purple flower. Yeah, I'll put that card together later. Okay, what was the other one that I wanted to do? Because I'm running out of time. Let's see. I just love this one so much. Did I use this one yet? No. And so we could do, should we do a big one again? Oh, you know what? The freesia would look really cool on that. It does. Or we could do some little freesias. We could do some little freesias and little calypso corals. We'll do some little flowers this time. So we'll stick some of these guys together. And then that on. And are we gonna do middle? No, we'll do off to this side. And then we'll just kind of put these flowers together, so cute. And then should we do petal pink? Or did I already use the, I did use the peach pie. I kind of want to do peach pie. I only cut out one peach pie. What? But I have some here. I don't know if I want to mix them. Let's see. I feel like that should be this kind. Or Maybe like that. Huh. Okay, what happened here? I wonder. What do you guys think? I think I want to make it matchy-matchy. Okay, so the other, there's so many types of window cards that you could do. So if you have any basic shape dies, so for instance, the stylish shape dies, you could cut a circle out and do some of the flowers in the middle there. Okay. Okay, so let's do some leaves. I don't know about that one. Okay. So many leaves. So many. And then maybe like a big one there. Okay. And then where's the other little one? Is this the same? No. It is different. Okay. Like that. Okay, and so now we can put this on. That looks good. Or I don't know, I don't really like that one. So that one looks good, but there's also this one, probably not. This one, probably not. This one would look good. I kind of want to see more of the gold, so I think this one is good. And I think I want to try to do peach pie. That looks cute. I think also coral would look better though, or old olive. Whoops. So coral. No, let's do that because it's cute. It's very cute. Okay, let's make sure it fits. And so many cards. Okay. So just make sure this is the front. And then I am gonna do dimensionals on this one. And since this is DSP, so as you all know, I use a lot of dimensionals, like to. And since this is DSP, I'm probably gonna even use more than usual because DSP is obviously flimsier than cardstock. So I feel like it needs more help. A lot more help, yeah? Yeah. Okay, maybe a little one right there. So it doesn't bow down. I don't like it when it doesn't look solid. I don't know how to say that. I don't like it when it bows down. Yeah. Oh, good. Peach. Yes. Yes. Okay. So let's get the rest of these. Okay. Pretty, pretty, pretty. So many pretty things. So pretty. Hopefully I got that on. That looks a little crooked. Yeah, it looks crooked. It's okay. It'll be fine. Ooh, and this would be actually a good one to do, to use like this on, maybe. And then, let's see, I can use the big ones. The white ones. That's so pretty. And this one's gonna be kind of simple too, unless I go crazy with the gold embellishments. Oh, there's these fun things too. Could stick like one down here or something. And then there's also, oh yeah, I like that one too. I could sit here all night and just make cards with all of this. And then this would be a good one to put something on. And then we have these too, like frames. And then this is really cool. I think I want to use this on the next card. So I'm keeping this one simple, and I'll add a sentiment and maybe a bow. That'll make it hard to mail though. But the bow is so cute. But yeah, I'm gonna find a way to add a bow. Okay, gold piece. Let's see here. Let's see. I feel like this is short too. Why is it short? Don't I know how to cut? I don't. Maybe I don't know how to cut. Cute. Nope. Nope. Gosh, I cut all of these too short. I don't like it too short. We can do some of these strips of paper. Got lots of little cut strips. Use. Okay. Those go together nicely. And then could do a smaller one. So let's layer. So let's do this one. And I know I've got smaller white ones somewhere. Okay. I'm thinking purple now. Purple. I kind of got away from this, didn't I? Okay, I'll figure that out later. That's big. Yep. I think this is the right size. Yeah. Or green. Let's see. Okay. Green. Purple. Okay, I'm not sure yet. Let's see, what flower are we gonna put on here? Oh, let's do some of these colored ones. So I have that one colored. I have some of these colored. And I want a petal pink one. Not a calypso coral. Where are my petal pink ones? So I have fresh freesia. And then this is cute too, this little piece. And I've got all of these. I'll use those on a different card. And we could also do some of the gold. So that looks kind of big for that. Okay, sorry about that. I know I have some somewhere. I know it. Okay. And let me kind of clean part of this up. Oh yeah, these. So I cut these off of another piece, and I think these would be good. They're a good size. So there's those. I cut them off of these right here. Ooh, and we could add, I think, yeah, we should add one of those. And then this is another one that's cute, and we could color some of it with the Highland Heather. So there's that, and then all these little pieces, and then put all these flowers, and that flower. So I have that. I really, really want petal pink. I really, really want petal pink. And see how cute these are for layering? So cute. Okay, are we somewhere in here? That looks interesting. Okay. Nope. And now I had petal pink. Okay, I'm just gonna go with the fresh freesia, and I might find or add the petal pink later. Okay, so I'm gonna put those aside. I do want to do these. Okay, so coloring fresh freesia. Yes, so let's use the dark because I want to color all of these to kind of coordinate a little bit. I don't know what they are, but they're cute. And then this one, just want to color all of those. Doot. Pretty. Okay, and then we'll just do this one, and then we'll be good. But okay, I'm just gonna add strips, or should I add strips on garden or old olive? That's what I'm kind of thinking. I'll just add some strips on this. So let's see, 5 1/8, I think is what I want. Let's double check and make sure that this is 5 1/4. So we'll do 5 1/8 on all of these pieces. So 5 1/8. And 5 1/8. Perfect. And maybe I can get a bow on this one. Maybe. Okay, so I like to do kind of the solid, more solid colored DSP on the bottom. Feel like it anchors the card, and then the pretty one on the top. Oh my goodness, everything's sticking to everything. Okay, and then kind of the fun one, but it has both colors, kind of brings them together. Okay. Cuteness. Ooh, ribbon. We could even put some ribbon across. Yes. Yes. Let's add some ribbon, please. Chop. Okay, I'm just gonna make that flat. And then, let's see. I'm gonna add some adhesive along here. Tack it down. And then we can add some adhesive on the other side. I feel like this is sliding over. There we go. Okay, and then tape tape, just to be super sure that it's going to stay, because I've had some, you know, come off, and that's annoying and difficult to fix. And then this is just gonna go flat for now because I want to be able to pop other things up. Okay, make sure. Oh, wrong way. And wrong way. Oh dear. Okay, I'm gonna grab fresh freesia really quickly. And then I think this is gonna be fresh freesia. And then we can stamp a sentiment on this. I got adhesive on it. La la la. Okay, and we're gonna do this one and this one and this one, not this one, and some of these. And we might do, did I put it away? I think I might grab one of these too. Okay, to go on the other side. That's too big. These are too big. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, maybe. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna grab fresh freesia. Okay, these are for sentiments later. And then those. And then this is another one that I did. And that. Okay, fresh freesia, fresh freesia. I just want to grab it to fold it the other way. There we go. Oh. Okay. Clear some room here. And fold it. And use the bone folder. Okay. Okay. So pretty. There we go. This kind of looks wiggity whacked, but it's okay. It'll be fine. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna trim the sides a little bit more. This one's gonna be fancy too. Okay, and then dimensional. Dimensionals. I don't know where I put the other ones. The mini ones? Okay. All right, so what do I want to stamp? Do I want to stamp simply the best? Thinking of you. I think the thinking of you is like too long, but I could go thinking and then of you. Let's try that. And you can mask or cover your stamp, but I like to just ink one at a time. The G needs a little bit more. Okay, thinking. Okay, and then you have to clean it really, really well. Kind of dry it too. And then I'm just gonna go for it and do of you. The O needs a little bit more. So this is a great way to like get more out of your sentiments. Is you don't have to stamp them as is, and you don't have to stamp them. You could do 2 different colors. So that's another fun thing to do. Okay, so we've got that stamped. And now we're gonna put dimensionals on this. This might end up being a hand-given or a person-to-person card. What am I trying to say? Hand-delivered card. Yep, just a few dimensionals on it here. Okay. Okay. Loving it, loving it. Okay. Oh, I already took the backing off of that. Probably shouldn't have. Okay, so we've got that. And then I think this guy's got to come over here. And then do we want to do this one? I feel like I kind of want to trim it, and then I'll place them where I want them. So let's have one out here, and then these two. Nope, that looks weird. That looks weird too. Okay, we'll do some of this stuff. Nope. Okay, I think I need to move this down. Okay, let's see. This one is looking weird to me now. I don't know about this one. So I'm just gonna park it on one of these sheets right here. This one too. And we'll think about that one. Maybe these would be better, just like doing two of those. Doo-doot. Yeah, I think so. So green, old olive. Let's see, that's light and dark, dark. So we'll just do a little bit of dark on this side right here, and that'll be like the shadow side. And then which marker is good? There's so many old olive. I use old olive a lot, I think. The blends, there's some colors I just use a lot of. I think this one's kind of dry. Oh, this one looks really dry. But I feel like this is not dry. So I'll just use this because that's blending it well. And then I can just kind of finish it off with this. Yeah. Okay, now I can do some glue dots. Okay. Arrange them together. Okay. And maybe coming this way. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, soft and sweet. Okay. I could leave it like that, but I kind of want to have some fun and add this. What do you think? Is this too much? I mean, that's very pretty as is, but that's kind of fun. I'll do another one with this one, but I feel like my ribbon looks kind of crooked. Don't be crooked. And then I feel like you could even do like one here, and you wouldn't really see that one, I guess, but those are pretty. Okay, so more sticky stuff, and then gems. Gems. Let's do white, and we'll do, oh my gosh, it looks purple in the light. Let's do one there. I'll do kind of up over here. These are pretty gems. So pretty. Yeah, I think maybe without the frame. The frame is probably too much, but it is really pretty, but probably too much. But okay, so we did this card, and then I'm going to add a sentiment to that card, or I could do this and put this on top and stamp in the middle. That might be a possibility. And then maybe I'll add a sentiment to this card. And then we have our super duper fancy card. And this is for my team meeting tonight. And then our fun window frame floating flower card. So thank you guys for joining me today. I just have like so much to share. It's hard to stop. So this is such a great bundle, and I'm going to be playing with it a lot more and sharing the cards that I make with it with you. So watch out for those on my blog, because these are really, really nice. Okay, I'm gonna put them in there. So yes, super fun. So I got my paper pumpkin today, so I'm very excited to play with it. It coordinates with the Easter Joy suite, so I will be using that as well. So we will be getting into Easter next week with the Easter Joy suite and the, what is this one called? Celebrate Spring Paper Pumpkin. So I will see you next week. Is that March already? No, it's still February. February the 25th. And have a great week. Have a great weekend. Stay safe and stay warm.